passive income is heralded as the unicorn of financial freedom. Being able to earn money without working is probably a dream that everybody wants.
Everybody gotta have a dream, boy.
There are dividend stocks, bonds, and much more that can provide passive income, but today we'll be talking about passive income with crypto. Hello beautiful people, always glad to see your smiling faces and thank you so much for supporting the channel. So financial freedom is probably one of the most top goals other than early retirement. But I guess many view retirement as sitting around by the beach, sipping on Mai Tais, doing nothing much. And after a while, it might get kind of boring. Therefore for me, I believe that one should aim for financial freedom instead of early retirement. Because with financial freedom, it will allow you to do things that you really want to do, like playing with your dog, snoozing all day long, painting, drawing, or whatever it is that makes you happy. So there are many ways you can earn passive income with crypto, and I'll leave a card right above that you can watch right after watching this video. So proof of stake or staking, or POS in short, is a system where token holders like you and me are able to earn passive income by holding a token. So these tokens can be stored in a wallet, of which it will verify transactions, supporting the network, and when transactions get verified, block rewards are then generated and distributed to holders based on the number of tokens they are holding. However, there are some tokens that use nodes to verify transactions, and in this case, having a node gives you more block rewards than holding the token itself. But then again, these nodes require high investment by either owning a server or owning a huge ton of tokens. One such token is Huobi token. Huobi token runs on the Hiko chain, which is a native Huobi ecosystem chain. And to qualify as a node, one has to hold at least 5,000 Huobi tokens, and by becoming a node, it verifies new transactions, create new blocks on the Hiko chain. But by just holding Huobi tokens, you will not earn any rewards in any way, shape or form, because Hiko runs on a DPOS or a delegated proof of stake consensus. It is similar to proof of stake, but in this model of consensus, nodes are voted in by token holders through an election process.
You're going to ruin election day.
This gives the user democracy and protects the blockchain from centralization and malicious attacks. Because if a node is deemed to be malicious or too centralized, users are able to vote for other nodes, therefore kicking out that node. Proof of stake or POS was theorized in 2011. It was an alternative to proof of work that was deemed inefficient with power usage and relied on a lot of hardware to verify and create new blocks on the blockchain. POS requires validators to stake tokens as collateral. So validators are then chosen randomly to verify new blocks when a transaction is broadcasted onto the network. And in return, these validators will then receive rewards based on two things: the size of their stake and the age of tokens staked. So the more tokens that you stake, it will give you a higher chance of being chosen as a validator to validate blocks and therefore giving you more rewards. And the longer these tokens are unspent or not moved at all, the higher chance of validating a new block. And once these tokens have staked the reward, there might be a mechanism that resets the epoch. But POS came with one big issue. It was designed to favor the wealthy. Though it reduced the barrier of entry by eliminating the need for expensive hardware, but if a wealthy individual owns a significant amount of tokens, the rewards might be in favor of that particular individual, and therefore making it centralized.
We wouldn't need centralized power.
However, in delegated proof of stake or DPOS, which is an evolved version of POS,
This is my evolution.
users of the network can vote for and elect delegates. These delegates are then considered witnesses or block producers. So in this instance, users need not transfer their tokens to these delegates but are able to vote for these delegates through a staking service provider or a smart contract. And when a block is verified by a delegate, the transaction fees are then split and shared amongst the voters based on the amount of votes given. So for example, if a user votes 10% of the total stake tokens, they will receive 10% of the block reward. Simple as that. The more you stake, the more you receive. So most DPOS projects have about 10 to 20 delegates that users can vote for. Some of these projects have backup delegates that will help validate transactions if the main delegate goes down. Being a democratic way of deciding who gets to validate new blocks is based on the voting reputation of a delegate and not by wealth. So even if the delegate has the most number of votes right now, users might withdraw their vote and move to another delegate if they see any malicious activity happening with that particular delegate.
Power to the people.
So one of the benefits with DPOS is the number of validators. With a select group of validators, this allows the network to quickly reach consensus and thus allowing faster transactions. So how do you vote on the HICO Global Node election voting? So if you're a Huopi token user or a holder, you can vote for HICO delegates via the Huopi wallet. I'll leave a link in the description down below. And by tapping on the HICO vote icon, a list of delegates will be shown with the description of the delegate and their mission and their vision. The HICO Global Election consists of 11 main nodes and 11 candidate nodes. Top 11 voted candidates are the main nodes, while the remaining 12 to 22 nodes are the candidate nodes. And do note that rankings can change any point of time when a node receives less or more votes. And each Huopi token represents one vote to the node, and only one node can be voted per Huopi wallet. So once a voter has voted for a node, rewards will be distributed roughly every 6 hours, which is indicated by the countdown timer in the D app. So the rewards are split as follows. When a transaction is broadcasted, 50% of the node service charges will be split equally to each node. 40% will be distributed based on the number of Huopi tokens that the nodes have locked up, and the remaining 10% will be distributed to the standby nodes or candidate nodes. So just for this project itself, nodes must allocate anywhere between 70 to 100% of the rewards to the voters, but this is to their own discretion. Hence, it's always worthwhile to read and check what each node is proposing and why the voter should vote for them. So to start voting, it's very simple. The first thing you need is Huopi token, and I'll leave a link in the description where you can purchase some Huopi tokens. Right after that, what you need to do next is to create a Huopi wallet, and I'll leave a card right above where I have done a guide on how to set up a Huopi wallet. Then we'll send the Huopi tokens from the Huopi exchange to the Huopi wallet via the HICO network. So on the wallet end, we will select Huopi token and receive, and we're going to select HICO network. And on the exchange, we'll do the same, but instead of pressing receive, we'll be sending tokens from Huopi to the wallet by using the HICO network as well. So transactions take anywhere between 2 to 3 minutes, sometimes even faster. And once these tokens have arrived into your wallet, we'll click on the HICO Vote D app, and here we can click on Vote Now, and you're able to select which node you wish to vote for. Simple as that. Though this might be a good way to earn some passive incomes in the form of Huopi tokens, but always keep in mind that token prices fluctuate and changes every single day. And therefore, always do your own research before investing any money into any of these investments. So that's the end of today's video. I hope that you guys found value in this. Drop a like if you haven't, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.